Yo, what's up guys, it is Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video, and today we're switching it up. No sports stuff today. We're going to be ranking some chips. We got 5 categories. We got elite, then we got above average, then we got solid, and I'll eat a handful, and then straight up garbage. I wouldn't even eat one. So we're going to be starting with Cheetos. Regular crunchy Cheetos. They're above average for me. They destroy my mouth. I think they're a little bit too cheesy, but a great amount of crunch. Moving on to purple Doritos. I think these are the spicy ones. I'm not good with spice, but I would eat a few. I have the worst spice tolerance you'll ever see. Sometimes I can't even handle like barbecue sauce. Moving on to Fritos Twists. I have no idea. I have never had these. But they look cool, so I would probably eat a handful. Moving on to Funyuns. You know, I have these like once every year. And I think they're a solid chip. I'm just not a fan of them, really. They just wreck my stomach, and that's all I got. Moving on to Baked Lays. No. Next, we got Bugles. If it's nacho cheese Bugles, I would love them, but it's not. So regular Bugles, they're solid. You put them on your fingers and then realize you kind of look weird, so you just eat them. Moving on to Cape Cod. I've never even heard of that. Just says original. It just might be like regular potato chips. I'd probably eat a handful. Moving on to Flamin' Hot Cheetos. No. Might just be because I hate hot food, but I only like regular crunchy Cheetos. As conveniently enough, we have Cheeto Puffs. No, I would rather starve than willingly eat Cheeto Puffs. I hate Cheeto Puffs. They're too airy. They're too greasy. Well, like, all chips are greasy, but the cheese on these are terrible. It sucks trying to clean out of under your fingernails when that happens. Moving on to spicy Cheez-Its. I didn't even know these were a thing. I love Cheez-Its, but I'd probably eat a few. Moving on to white cheddar Cheez-Its. Yep. Possibly, besides Doritos, my second favorite. Could you even classify these as chips? They're like crackers. Second favorite option on here as of now, though, besides Doritos, which we'll get to soon. Next, we got normal Cheez-Its. And they don't really got much flavor. I'll go solid. I don't know. Moving on, we got the Chex Mix. I don't like any kind of Chex Mix. Nope, and nope. Both of you can go to the garbage. Moving on, we got combos. I have never tried combos, but that looks, I don't know if the first one is, but that looks like pepperoni pizza, and I'd probably eat some. Actually, I'll try combos, actually. I'll eat a handful of some combos, see if I like it or not. Moving on to, what are these? Cool Ranch Doritos. I almost forgot the name. These are above average. I think there's too much ranch in them. Like ranch taste in them, though. So I'm not the biggest fan, but they're Doritos, and I love Doritos. Moving on to the best chip of all time. Nacho Cheese Doritos. You could have a bag like this big, or like a bag that is taller than yourself. You'll probably finished that whole bag in one sitting because Doritos are made with crack. Moving on to, I don't even know, but I think these are like jalapeno Dorito. No. Not a Spice fan. Moving on to whatever that is. Says Doritos. I can't read that, but I'd probably eat a handful of it anyway. Moving on to, let's say Jack's Doritos. It looks hot, so no. Moving on to chili cheese Fritos. I don't really care for Fritos, regular Fritos, but I like the chili cheese ones. They're solid. They have a weird taste. Regular Fritos, I'll eat a handful. It's literally just crunchy original Lay's chips. Like, that's all it is. Moving on to, I don't know what that is. Just put that in there. Moving on to Flavor Blasted. These aren't the actual Flavor Blasted cheddar. These are pizza ones, I think. They're goldfish, so I would already put them in solid, unless they're the pretzel ones, those ones suck. Moving on to regular goldfish. I love goldfish. Not elite worthy, but they're above average for me. If it was Flavor Blasted cheddar goldfish, then I would put it in elite. Moving on to Harvest cheddar Sun Chips. Yep. Oh, I love Sun Chips. They're so addicting. Moving on to Hot Fries. No. Moving on to Sea Salt and Vinegar. Nope. Any chip that says vinegar as a flavor on it, I will disown you as a person. Moving on to Baked Original Lay's. Nope. Moving on to Barbecue Lay's. Between elite and above average, I think. If there wasn't enough, or if there wasn't as much like greasiness, sort of, on Lay's chips, I would put these in elite, but they're just too greasy and airy for me. But I love barbecue chips, just not the baked ones. Moving on to Kettle Cooked. Never tried that. Honestly, it don't sound appealing at all. Moving on to Sour Cream and Onion Lay's. They're solid. Not a really big fan of sour cream or onions. I don't know. But Lay's are just not the best chip company. Moving on to Original Lay's. I'll eat a handful. Those things destroy my tongue when the salt gets them and it tears up the inside of my mouth. I don't like it that much. Moving on to Hot Munchies. I've actually never tried either Munchies. But that says spicy, or it looks spicy, so no, but I'll probably eat a handful of regular Munchies. Okay, moving on to, don't know what that is. Does it say vinegar? If it does, no. Moving on to Pork Skins. Those taste like actual throw up, so no. Moving on to Pizza Pringles. I'll eat a handful. I really don't like them that much. Moving on to Sour Cream and Onion Pringles. Same as Sour Cream and Onion Lay's, except these have more crunch in them. But still, it's Sour Cream and Onion. Moving on to Pretzels. I like pretzels, just not these ones. I'll eat a tiny handful, though. Moving on to Ruffles. So that cheddar Ruffles, it looks like it. That is going in above average. I actually really enjoy Ruffles, just not the original ones. Moving on to Sour Cream and Onion Ruffles. Also, actually no. These ones are the best Sour Cream and Onion chips because the way that Ruffles makes their chips, and the little ridges or whatever they call them in them. Moving on to Smart Food white cheddar popcorn. Oh yeah, that is those. No, they're not better than the Cheez-Its, but that's my favorite type of popcorn. I don't care if cheese isn't really supposed to be on popcorn. I love it. It adds flavor. I just hate when every now and then when I eat them, just like a little kernel just like gets stuck in my teeth and it takes days to get out no matter how hard I try. Moving on to that looks like pork skin as well, so no. Moving on to, is that also sour? This is French onion, I think, sun chips. Not a big fan of those ones. I'll eat a handful. They don't got garden salsa, the red sun chips on here. Why? Moving on to Takis. I've had these lots of times, and I've hated every second of it. It's not because I hate spicy food. It's because these actually taste terrible. Stop making them. Especially the blue ones. Those ones suck, too. Moving on to Tostitos party size. I mean, these are just like regular chips. Like regular salted chips. Good for nachos, but if it's just this on its own, I'll eat a handful. Same with any other Tostitos. Triscuits are drier than the freaking desert. I hate Triscuits. Moving on to veggie straws. I go hard with veggie straws, but they're not quite elite. I love veggie straws though, but they just have the weirdest flavor to them. And then we got kettle cooked crap. I don't want that. No. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Hawks!